Alright guys, we're here on episode 30. It's hard to believe that I've made 30 of these videos. That's pretty crazy. So today we're talking about dividing part divided by a part. So yesterday was dividing a whole number by a part. Now we're going to divide two parts. So it's really the same setup as before. You have 3/4 divided by a half. That means you have a total of 3/4 something. Let's say you have 3/4 of a pizza, and a half of the pizza makes a group. So how many groups can you make? So again, let me show you using the cards, and hopefully that'll help. Okay, so it says 3/4 divided by a half. So let's pretend this card here is one whole pizza. So I'm going to start off with only 3/4 of it. So let me cut it up into fourths, and let me shade in 3. And I'll cut off this piece here at the end. All right, so here's 3/4. Here's a pizza, and here's 3/4 of it. So this piece I'm gonna kind of take it away because that's not the piece I need. So 3/4 of it, right? I'm gonna put it over here to the end. So what we're saying is that half of the pizza makes a group. Okay, half of the pizza makes a group. So if there are 4 parts of this, half would be 2. Okay, because half of 4 is 2. So this is half, and this makes a group. Now, what the problem is, I have 1 left over, and I needed 2 to make a group. So my answer is going to be 1 group and a half. Okay? Let me show you on paper what this looks like. Okay, so here's my drawing of the pizza, and we're only going to use 3/4 of it. So we're going to color in 3/4 of the pizza. That's what we're going to use. And half of the pizza makes a group. So here's half of the pizza, and that would be 1 group, because that's half of the pizza. Now, since I only have 1 piece out of the 4 left over, this would only be half of a group. Because remember, a group needs 2 slices to make a full group, and I only have half a slice. So my answer would be 1 1/2. Okay, sorry about the technical malfunction on the screen. I know you guys thought my battery was low, but don't worry, I plugged in my computer. Okay, so my answer was 1 1/2. I'm going to write that as an improper fraction because I'm hoping you guys will see the trick to dividing fractions. It's a lot like what we talked about yesterday. So if I do 3/4 divided by a half, my answer is 3/2. So I want you guys to look at these numbers and see if you can figure out how I made that happen. Now, it's not going to be very obvious using this. So let me write it as the answer you should get would be 6 out of 4. So kind of keep that in the back of your head. Look at these numbers and see, how did I get 6 out of 4? All right? If you can't figure it out, that's okay. Let me show you guys one more example. Okay, the next one I want to look at is 5/6 divided by a half. So that means I have 5 out of 6, let's say a pizza because I love pizza. So that's 5 out of 6 pieces. Let me shade them in. And now each group is going to be a half. So if there's 6 pieces, half would be what of 6 pieces? You guys should be saying 3 into your computers right now. So half of the 6 would be 3. So this is going to be 1 group right here. So you guys are 1 group because you're 3 pieces. So that is 1 group. And then can I make another group? No, I can't. I only have 2 pieces left over, and I need 3 to make a whole group. So my answer would be 1 group and then 2/3 of a group. Okay? So let me write that out. 1 2/3. And if we were to write that as an improper fraction, sorry, I can't think. As an improper fraction, we would write that out as 5/3. But let me write it for you this way. 5/6 divided by a half equals 10/6, which simplifies down to 5/3. So I want you guys to figure out why did I write 10/6? Looking at these numbers, how can I get these numbers 10/6, which would simplify down to 5/3, which would then simplify down to 1 whole and 2/3? So I want you guys to see if you can figure out kind of the trick that I'm using to make these fractions work like this. All right? So we'll talk about it the next day in class, and thank you guys for watching episode number 30. We've watched 30 videos.